So we developed the General Aviation Safety Award, not just to recognize these people, but to make sure the entire industry was aware of the impact that they have on general aviation safety. So let's play this short video.
The AOPA Air Safety Institute is pleased to present the 2020 General Aviation Safety Award to Ballistic Recovery Systems founder Boris Popov. His aviation path took a dramatic turn after a hang gliding accident in 1981. This inspired him to develop a recovery system that could save pilots and passengers in the event of an emergency. Motivated by his own experience, just 5 years after that accident, Boris's recovery parachute design was patented and available for ultralights and experimental home-built aircraft. But Boris had bigger ideas.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, deploy.
After some modifications, he got his design approved and installed in more than 30,000 GA-certified aircraft. With over 418 lives saved, Boris's ballistic recovery system is truly a life-changing invention. Thank you, Boris, for bringing your ingenuity and passion for safety into general aviation. Join AOPA in congratulating Boris Popov.
Boris, thanks to your design and ingenuity, over 400 people are alive today. Your persistence in bringing BRS to the market and sticking with it, I'm proud to present you AOPA's General Aviation Safety Award. Congratulations.
Thank you, Richard, Mark, and Rob. Thank you for those kind words. It's a precious tribute to all of the people who worked diligently and with great courage to create the BRS product. And to them, I am forever grateful. You know, it's hard to not sound repetitive with other aviation award winners' acceptance speeches. But as I thought about what words may best represent my thoughts, it struck me that by AOPA presenting these types of awards, you not only are honoring the recipients, but yourselves as well. For these awards inspire future potential award winners to strive forward and with new creative ideas to take risks, to stay determined to succeed. So your efforts at AOPA to identify and acknowledge aviation milestones has and will continue to benefit all of us. So my hat's off to all of you at AOPA. Currently, BRS records 438 lives saved to date. But you know, that does not reflect the full impact of their use of BRS. Imagine the collateral benefit to the families, the personal businesses, and the sobering negative impact for the reputation of general aviation flying if 438 people were instead added to the total fatal accident statistics. So again, thank you for considering BRS for this award. This type of endorsement and peer acknowledgement provides all of us at BRS with the motivation to continue to make flying safer for everyone. Fly safe. Thank you.
Thanks, Boris. Don't go away. We have a couple of questions that we want to ask from the chat room. And before we do, I'll start with one that I'd like to ask right now. The first parachute you used, was it something along the lines of a World War II cargo chute where they'd lower a jeep from a flying airplane, or even the kind of parachutes that lowered our astronauts into the ocean on their returns from space, like in the Mercury program?
Well, it depends on how far back you want to go. My first parachute that I was involved with was my mother's bed sheet. With thread tied to the four corners and a 10-foot high oak tree in my yard. That didn't go real well. But the first parachute was really a standard 18 gore parachute that we designed for ultralights, things up to 200, 300 pounds, pretty standard round canopy. But as we progressed into heavier and heavier weights and speeds, we developed parachutes capable today of up to almost 8,000 pounds and over 200 miles per hour. And we're developing even more capable parachutes as time goes on here.
Well, and let me ask about the high-speed parachutes. There's something else that I believe that you patented to make sure that these parachutes wouldn't rip to shreds if they're deployed at high speed.
Correct, and that was the annular ring slider, and that was a device that basically controlled the opening the skirt of the parachute at high speeds, but it didn't affect the really rapid open you needed at low speed and low altitude. And that made it possible for us to compact and provide a very small parachute with zero porosity material. But yet at high speed, it would not blow the parachute up. It would sense the speed. It would mitigate that opening load a bit to 25% of the total opening shock.
Wow.
And that really opened up the performance envelope that eventually led to Cirrus, as you know, taking on the product as a standard equipment.
Well, sir, congratulations, and thank you for your contributions to the safety of all of us in the aviation business. Thanks for being here, and once again, congratulations, Boris.
And thank you all.
Thanks, Boris. Stay warm.
We do have, I tell you what, do we have a question here? We can, hang on. We have one from Jerry. It says, seems like such a crazy idea to drop an airplane on a parachute. Is there a backstory to the idea? Seemed like a crazy idea at first, I am sure.
Well, there's a lot of backstory to it. But it basically, to make it real quick, I was being towed behind a boat in a hang glider in 1975, and cross signals with the boat driver. I wanted him to slow down. He sped up, hit the throttle of a 200 horsepower inboard boat. My hang glider pitched up, crossbar broke. I went down from 500 feet, and all the way down, my inspiration was, what am I doing? I don't have any kind of a parachute device that could save my life. I was a gymnast in college and high school. I knew how to fall, hit the water, knocked out a bunch of my fillings, literally spit fillings out of my mouth as I came to the surface. And and promised myself after that survival that this is insanity. There's got to be some way of developing a parachute device that's going to save other people in those kind of situations that I found myself in.
That is an incredible story. Thanks again, Boris.
You're welcome.